Hi YouTube! Today I am sporting a Grease FIFA hat and Grease inspired nails. On to the point of this video. I am here to review, as you saw, The Falconer by Elizabeth May. It is her debut novel, I believe. Yep, debut novel. And since it was her debut novel, I will try to go easy on her. But let's just start with the synopsis. So, it takes place in Edinburgh in 1844 in a sort of steampunk type of setting, because it's not exactly like technology-wise, it's not the exact way it would have been in that time period. It seems very steampunk inspired. The fashions and the technology that they had then, it seems. The story revolves around 18-year-old Lady Eliana Cameron, the only daughter of the Marquess of Douglas, and she has everything a girl could dream of: brains, charm, wealth, a title, and drop-dead beauty, of course. But Eliana only looks the part of an aristocratic young lady. She's leading a double life. She has a rare ability to sense the Scythian, and I might be saying these words wrong the whole time, but it is a fairy race obsessed with slaughtering humans, and with the aid of a mysterious mentor has spent the years since her mother has died learning how to kill them. Now Eliana is dedicated to slaying the Fae before they take innocent lives. With her abilities and her knack for inventing ingenious tools and weapons, from flying machines to detonators to lightning pistols, unless Eliana has one goal: destroy the fairy who destroyed her mother. The last in a line of female warriors born with a gift for hunting and killing the Fae, she is what is known as a Falconer. Eliana is the sole hope of preventing a powerful fairy population from massacring all of humanity. Suddenly her quest is a lot more complicated. She still longs to avenge her mother's murder, but she'll have to save the world first. First novel in what is apparently going to be a series. I will not say that it was a bad book. I liked the book, I enjoyed the book. But I found it since I have read other fairy stories recently, it seemed very reminiscent of Julie Kagawa's The Iron Fae. The heroine is completely different in the way she is from that other heroine. So for that, I will say she did create a very individual character. So Eliana is in no way associated with anyone else, but the events that sort of surround this book, like the girl who's not a fairy who falls in love with a fairy who's kind of rude and cold but secretly likes her too and has an odd way of showing it, and then there's the other funny other fairy who also kind of seems like he likes Eliana, but we don't really know in this book anyways. Is trying to protect her and is her friend, and it seemed very reminiscent to me of that. And I guess it's hard because perhaps Elizabeth May was inspired by Julie Kagawa to write her own fairy. In many ways it was her own, because it wasn't like the Fae were ruthless in this novel, of course, and she made it her own in that they were all set, the fact that it was set in Scotland and the fairies were very different. The description of a red cap in this novel was surprisingly different than the one in Julie Kagawa's novels. Julie Kagawa's seemed very comical, and in this one they seem very scary. So the Fae race is completely different, except for the fact that they are fairly ruthless in both novels, but that's just the Fae. So that reality has been its own, but it's more so the love triangle story type of deal that was very familiar to me, and I just didn't enjoy that aspect as much as I would have. This book was very cool. I loved the whole steampunk lightning pistols, and she's creating all these cool inventions, and it's very nice to have a female character who is she invents stuff. She's really smart, and like as depressed as she is deep down, she still finds a way to like a positive and resourceful way to channel her sadness. And I liked how she didn't just fall into despair, but she actually like did something. I like the fact that she wanted revenge so badly that she like was willing to do almost anything for it. In the novel it says she hates the Fae, which is fair because one of them killed her mother. You find that out very early on in the first chapter, that one of the Fae killed her mother, and so she hates them, right? But lo and behold, she she hangs out with Fae, and I just find it very strange that she has such a hatred for them, that she's able to make that association that some are good and some aren't as bad as she thinks they are. I would just think she wouldn't be able to make that association because of her hatred. And I found that a little strange in the novel, as well as another major part, which I won't mention because it's way too much of a spoiler. That's for you to decide. You should pick it up if you do like steampunk, fairies, Scotland, just romance, fantasy, all those things just rolled into one. If you like that, you should pick up the Falconer. And it's a beautiful cover. Like, I really like the cover. And yeah, I hope you pick it up at a bookstore near you. I will see you guys next time. My next review will be for Amanda Sun's Rain. That came out earlier than I thought it would in Canada. And hopefully I can interview her at her book launch party and maybe film her, like interview her on video. That would be really cool. But yeah, check out the Falconer, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.